How many have been on a cruise? Let me see your hands. How do you like where you sleep? Do any of you that raise your hands have a tendency towards claustrophobia? Well, if you do, you're in really bad straits when you open that door to that closet. And then you eat all day. And then you go play shuffleboard. And I would have liked it if I could have gone up on the deck and slept out in the stars, but they wouldn't let you. They don't let you. I don't know what they think you're going to do. You're going to hold up the steward for more food? What? It's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Said I'd like to sit here. No, no, the final bell rang. Have to go back to your room, like you're in a dormitory or something. Get back in your room. We don't want you falling overboard. Be bad press for Norwegian Line or whatever the hell it was, Carnival or whatever the hell, I didn't even remember. But it still was fun because I look back now and I can tell stories about it because it was such an icky thing that I can laugh about it. And how about, it's the only place in the world you can go to the John and take a shower at the same time. You can. This big. Isn't it? Isn't it tiny? Look, tell her how tiny it is. You have this little stall about this big, and it laps over into the toilet, doesn't it? Now, my other son, not the one that was here today, but my other son who's bigger, the younger one, the psychic one, was with me, with his wife, and she's 5'8", and they were stuck in a room. He's trying to be nice. He comes over to me and says, I thought, here it comes. You know, that kid's voice. Mother, open the door. I said, what? He said, is this a room for both of us or one of us? I said, no. He said, no, this is a room for both of you. Now, he's so clever. He says to me, but you know Jean is pregnant, as if this is going to affect the width of the room. I don't know. So, well, all three of you will be very happy in there, and I shut the door. And said to myself, let go, let go. But what can't you make of life that is not happy? Everything. Even tragedy. Haven't you ever had things get so bad that you just laugh? That you just get hysterical with it? You say, what? Don't say what else. I've said that. There's something that happens in the atmosphere. You say, what else can happen? I'm not superstitious, but don't say that. Every time I've said, what else can happen? Boom. But it's funny, all these wondrous experiences go to making you a totally rounded personality. All the flavoring. You know, it's like a stew. You need a little bit of this, and you need a little bit of that. Otherwise, you just have meat and potatoes, it's blah. But a little garlic, a little parsley, a little saffron here, all makes for the stew. And so when you think of the miserable times in your life, and isn't it always a lot of the times that you just wait and wait, you can't wait to have this wonderful time, and then the times that you do extemporaneously are wondrous, and the other things you plan just, not that isn't, but it seems funny that way. But you say, regardless what it is, I'm going to be happy. Now, I'm going to be healthy, I'm going to have enough money. You say, oh, Sylvia, well, sure you can say that. But how do we know when we leave here that it'll happen? Because it will. Because I am a walking example of a phoenix rising out of the ashes. If one person can run the mile and beat it in so many seconds or minutes, the next person can run behind and beat it. All we need is one person. And do you know who I saw do it before me? My grandmother. And I saw her life wiped away in a flood of sorrow. And you know what she said to me as she sat in front of that dirty window? She said, at least brother, my uncle, has a place to look out of. And she used to say to me, within your strength, within your weakness, there lies your strength sleeping. And it's all an experience. And so sometimes when the hill is hard, you say, that's okay, I'll build my muscles up better. But invariably when I say that, people will come up and say, yes, but Sylvia, you don't know my life. I've had leprosy, and I've had, and whatever. It's, can we top you? There's many lives worse. Many lives more horrifying. But it's how we view them that makes us either the reality of our happiness or not our happiness. But if people have come to me, even my ministers came to me and said, but if I embrace this belief, my family doesn't like me anymore. And I've said, did they like you to begin with? Because there's a strange thing that happens in this life. When you begin to expand yourself spiritually, or take another one, for instance, when you change partners in this life, and the people that have known you with one partner know that another partner is coming in the scene, what do? They don't like it, do they? Because some strange way you may change, you may be different. You may grow, and if you grow, I may not know you, and I'm jealous of that, and I'm scared of that, and so I don't want you to do that. And you have to. You have to grow. You have to grow wriggly, you have to grow straight, you have to grow bent, you have to grow any way you need to bend. Because when you finally get convicted in your heart with the sincerity of your conviction, people will listen. But if people with a relationship feel one chink of doubt in you, guess what they find? They grab it and they start picking at your doubt. They do. People say they're not psychic, they are. So now we've got what we want for our money. We've got what we want for our health. We want to be healthy. We want to get rid of the pain in our neck, whoever that may be. We want to get rid of whatever's causing our stomach problem. We're going to get rid of it. We're not going to throw up anymore because we can get rid of it without regurgitating. You notice when you take too much in, you can faint, you can throw up, you can get dysentery. Don't you see why the body's trying to do? Is release that from your body. And we don't take that into consideration. The body's trying to throw it up, eliminate it cathartically. Releasing it. And you can release it. You can say, I don't need to have this in my life. And today I want you to write down exactly what you need for your happiness. Like she said, letting go. Don't write peace of mind. Say comfort in myself. Belief in myself. And that I can create that. It's not out of your control. See, what we've always thought it was out of our control. Oh, wait a minute, everybody else has my life. I don't have my life. Yes, you do. Today, this day, you're on this earth and your life is given back to you. The sum total of it. You're not going to give it away to your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. And we give it away to them even if they're dead. We're still giving. And they're screaming on the other side, live your own life. I had a priest come in to see me once, and he said, you know, I never would have become a priest if it hadn't been for my family. I said, what did you want to do? He went, what? I said, what did you want to do? He said, I want to be a doctor. I said, but you became a priest. He said, yeah, because everybody expected me to be. Think today during your lunch hour, how many things did you become because someone else wanted you to become? And what did you want to become? And is it too late? It's never too late.